All right, let's go ahead and get started.
Buenas tardes, bienvenidos a esta noche, el foro que estamos teniendo entre la ciudad de Arvin y Grid Alternatives. Y la ciudad está muy orgullosa de trabajar con Grid Alternatives para traer energía limpia a la comunidad, entre gratis instalaciones de programas solares y también oportunidades para ser voluntario en esos programas. Esta noche vamos a discutir el programa gratis de solar que se va a ofrecer a 3 casas residenciales aquí en la ciudad de Arvin, y también vamos a platicar sobre la comunidad y la tema más grande y más importante es en la comunidad el programa de energía solar y los proyectos que vamos a traer para reducir los costos de electricidad aquí en la ciudad de Arvin. Y también esos programas son importantes porque no queremos contribuir a la polución del aire, especialmente teniendo una pandemia de un virus que ataca a los pulmones, pero también con todos los incendios y todo el humo y la contaminación que se está metiendo en el aire. Entonces, nosotros vamos a tomar nuestra parte para limpiar el aire, para proveer energía limpia aquí en la ciudad de Arvin, pero es algo también regional. No solamente es para la ciudad de Arvin, pero es para el condado de Kern y para el valle de San Joaquín. Muchas gracias por atender esta noche. Vamos a empezar nuestro foro y tenemos un socio en la organización del Instituto del Gobierno Local, y ella va a introducir el programa y cómo el foro esta noche va a empezar. Y ahora lo voy a traducir en inglés. Muchas gracias. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. I'm pleased that you're here today for tonight's workshop. This is through a partnership with the City of Arvin and Grid Alternatives. We as a city are thrilled to be partnering with Grid Alternatives to help bring clean energy to the community through free solar installations and volunteer opportunities. Tonight we'll be discussing a free solar program that will be offered to 3 residential homes. We're excited to see more energy in the community that reduces electricity costs without contributing to pollution. With a global pandemic centered around a virus that attacks our pulmonary system and respiratory system, and with wildfires raging in the West, we know the importance it is to have clean air to breathe. And so we're excited to be leading once again here in Kern County on this front. And this is not only just a local thing. What we do here affects the region and affects this valley. So thank you for joining us. And to begin the workshop, I will turn it over to Nicole Enright, our partner at the Institute of Local Government, to introduce the free solar program and lead us through some quick logistics. Take it away, Nicole.
Thank you, Mayor. Hi, everyone. It's so great to have you here tonight. We're going to get started with just a few virtual housekeeping notes before we dive into the presentation. So thank you for joining us on Zoom. Please make sure that your audio is connected. You should have been prompted to connect your audio when joining, but you can click confirm on the audio settings on your toolbar. Everyone has been muted upon entry to reduce background noise, but we will take questions at the end. This meeting is being recorded, so we can watch it later.
Queremos dar las gracias por venir a escucharnos y vernos aquí. Todos, por favor, cuando atienden, pongan su volumen a mute para que no hagamos mucho ruido durante la información. Estamos grabando este evento y pueden dar preguntas al final de la información de este evento. Gracias. Próximo.
And to verbally ask a question or make a comment at the end of the presentation, you can use the raise hand feature by clicking on participants and then raising your hand, and we will call on you. If you're on the phone, press *9 to raise your hand, *6 to unmute. Or you can write your chat questions in the chat box, and we will take the questions at the end of the presentation.
Por favor, levanten las manos en el computadora si tienen una pregunta. Pueden indicar participantes y entonces levantar la mano. Si están utilizando el teléfono, usen el *9 para la mano y el *6 para silenciar. También pueden utilizar el chat para dar preguntas. Gracias.
And for today's presentation, we will be presenting in both English and Spanish. So first, the slides will be presented in Spanish, and then a group of slides will be presented in English. So we'll go Spanish and English and back and forth. Feel free to type in your chat questions in either language you're comfortable in.
So vamos a presentar en los dos lenguajes, español y inglés. So primero vamos a hacer en español por unos segmentos y entonces en inglés. Mi nombre es Héctor Uriarte, soy Outreach Coordinator con Great Alternatives, una agencia sin fines de lucro. Vamos a estar hablando del programa DACSASH y el servicio de Great Alternatives para la comunidad. Next. Great Alternatives es una agencia sin fines de lucro. Y lo que queremos decir es que no somos un negocio, no estamos vendiendo nada, no estamos rentando, no utilizamos la casa para obtener el préstamo, no utilizamos lease, no usamos el PACE o HERO program y no tenemos levies en el programa. Solamente es el Estado invirtiendo en renovables para poder asistir a los participantes y los residentes de Irvine. Próximo. Next. Great Alternative también funciona en asistir a gente para que puedan aprender la carrera de solar. Participantes y voluntarios pueden asistir en instalar las casas para poder aprender esta carrera. Next. La estrategia de renovables de California empezó en 2001 y estamos en el camino de llegar a 2045 en tener 100% de nuestro renovable, nuestra energía utilizada solamente por renovable. El Estado nos manda a Great Alternatives a reducir a lo mínimo 50 a 75% del uso de nuestros participantes. Next.
Sorry, Bertha, you're muted. I'm sorry.
Hi, this is Bertha Aguilar with an outreach coordinator for Grid Alternatives. We help disadvantaged communities with the single-family solar affordable homes program. Next. Grid Alternatives is a 501c certified nonprofit organization. We are the nation's largest nonprofit solar installer. Grid develops and implements solar projects that serve low-income households and communities. Through our unique people-first model, we are putting money back into families' pockets, reducing the energy cost burden for housing providers and jumpstarting solar careers. We partner with the affordable housing organizations, job training groups, government agencies, municipalities, and utilities, tribes, and local communities to make solar a win for everyone. Next. Grid Alternatives is a nonprofit organization that makes solar technology and job training accessible to underserved communities. Our vision is a successful transition to clean, renewable energy that includes everyone. California's renewable energy strategies. So California is increasing renewable energy production by 50% by 2025. So it gives you the breakdown here. And our impact average reduction in monthly electric bills for our homeowners would be 50 to 75% savings.
Hector, you're muted. Sorry.
So el programa de DAXASH tiene unos requisitos y la forma de calificar debe ser un dueño que vive en su casa. También tienes que poder sostener el techo, el sistema eléctrico y solar sobre el techo. Debes de residir en el PG&E o Pacific Gas and Electric Company territorio. Los ingresos de la familia deben de ser de bajos ingresos y aquí indica esos ingresos dependiendo en cuánta gente vive en la casa. La casa debe de estar en el mapa de calificaciones del SB 535 Disadvantaged Communities mapa. So, lo que estamos indicando es si una familia de 1 o 2 recibe a lo mínimo 34,480 o menos puede calificar. Lo mismo por 3, 54,300 puede calificar o menos. A 4 personas puedes recibir hasta 55,500 o menos y todavía calificar. Con 5 en la familia puede ser 76,700 o menos en ingresos y puede calificar. 6 en la familia puede ser hasta 87,900 y puede calificar. Y en lo último, 7 en la familia, 99,100 en ingresos. Next. Estos son los documentos que necesitamos para poder identificar que eres dueño de la casa, tus ingresos, que estás recibiendo servicios de Edison y el uso eléctrico para poder diseñar el sistema. Y estos documentos el Estado acepta para poder identificar esos necesarios requisitos. Next. So, all the funds los fondos que vienen para el programa vienen del bill que todos pagamos. Vienen del programa de propósitos públicos. Puedes hallar muchos diferentes servicios que esos fondos pagan. El 30% de descuento en el bill que muchos reciben, que se llama el CARE Program, está pagado de este mismo fondo. El HIP, que ayuda a asistir a familias una vez al año a pagar su bill si están cerca de tener su electricidad cerrada, puede también recibir ese programa. Y el SASH, que es nuestro programa que está fundado por esos mismos fondos. Next. Este es el mapa de calificación del DAC-SASH Environmental Care. Y tienes que estar en el rojo para poder calificar y participar en el programa. Next. Los pasos para el proceso es fácil. Ya que primero llames, que quieres ver si calificas, te vamos a hacer una cita para darte una presentación sobre el teléfono. Vamos a hablar de los documentos que necesitamos y obtener esos documentos y hacer una aplicación. Después, la construcción, ya que has calificado, va a ver el techo y hace una cita para ver el techo. Después de eso, hacen el diseño, obtenemos los permisos de la ciudad y de el PG&E, y entonces llevamos toda esa información a ti analizamos el consumo y firmamos el contrato. Después de eso, instalamos el sistema en 2 o 3 días y entonces recibimos el permiso para prender el sistema. Todo ese proceso toma de 2 a 3 meses, dependiendo en los permisos y cualquier documentos que vamos a necesitar. Next.
Disadvantaged communities, single-family solar homes. This is actually the income guidelines. So the eligibility requirements would be, first of all, you have to own your home and live in the home that you purchased. Your roof must be in suitable situation for it to be installed. You must reside in Pacific Gas Electric Company territory. Your total household income must be at or below 80% of the county's median income, and your home must be located on a map that's given to us by the state, which is called Cal EnviroScreen 3.0 map. And then to qualify, the income guideline for the area, 1 to 2 persons cannot make more than $34,480. And then 3 persons would be $54,300. 4 people, it would be $65,500. 5 persons, $76,700. 6 persons would be allowed to make up to $87,900, and 7 persons would be $99,100. Next. Documents needed. To do an application, we would collect from our homeowners is an electric bill. Okay, we would need the proof of income, which would either be a 1099 or a tax form from the IRS, proof of ownership, and then the utility usage, which we would collect for your last 12 months of usage. Next. DAC/SASH funding. So all of us are considered ratepayers, and if you look at your electric bill where they have the breakdown, you're going to see that there is a public purpose programs charge. That's where money comes from to help pay for some of these programs, like our solar program. So they would also pay for the CARE, the HEAP, the FARA, the ESA program, and DAC/SASH, and there's also other programs involved. Next. This is the DAC/SASH map. So they're in Arvin. If you are in the red area, that means that you would qualify for this program. We would check your income as well. But if you're outside of that area, you would not qualify. Okay, so the grid program steps is, of course, the client would call in and we would screen them to see if they would qualify for the program. If they do, we will schedule an appointment to do a presentation. Once we do the presentation, we will send out an application. We will request the documents that we need from the homeowner to send in. Once that gets approved, the application goes to construction to do a site visit so they can check the roof, do the measurements, and check the utility box. Once that all gets approved, we will get the city approval for the permits. The utility as well would be involved. And if there's any HOA associations in the neighborhood, we would have to get approval. Once that's all done and gets designed, we will get an analysis that we can go over with the homeowner to let them know how many panels they're going to get, what they're going to be able to save. They want to move forward, we will do a contract signing with them. Then the installation is scheduled, which would take 1 to 2 to 3 days. And then once it's installed, we would get the permission to operate from the electric company, and we would call the client to let them know they can turn on their system, and then they would be able to start saving with solar.
I want to thank you for allowing us to do this presentation, and we're open for any questions you may have.
And as a reminder, you can type your questions into the chat box or hover over participants, click that, and then you can raise your hand and we can call on you.
You know, I did have, I'll say it in Spanish. Tenía una recomendación que muchos de los ingresos, si están recibiendo seguro social, eso no contamos como parte de los ingresos. Muchas veces una familia está trabajando y recibiendo Seguro Social. La porción del Seguro Social no lo vamos a contar en contra de calificar para el programa.
So what Hector just explained is if we have homeowners that are on Social Security, we will ask for their report from the IRS or from the Social Security what their income is, but we do not include that in the income to qualify them. We count it as zero.
Okay, it looks like we have a couple folks that would like to ask questions. Elizabeth or Christine, do you have questions? You can unmute yourself.
Yes, this is Christine. So if someone hasn't already signed up for the program but wants to know more information, who should they contact? And is it too late for them to still sign up for the program?
It's not, oh, I'm sorry. Todavía no es tarde para preguntar sobre el programa. Puedes llamar al 559-261-4743.
Okay, so with Christine's question, it's not too late to apply for the program. If you are interested and you want more information, you would call 559-261-4743.
So la pregunta era que si es muy tarde para preguntar sobre el programa y no es.
I have one more question. Is there any cost to the homeowner for this program? If you live in Arvin and you have a house in that area that's designated, is it going to cost them any money? And also, how would this program work right now with COVID-19?
So está preguntando si hay algún costo a este programa, a alguien que pueda participar y es elegible. Y cómo trabajaría este programa en este ambiente de COVID-19. No hay ningún costo a este programa para los participantes que califican. Lo que estamos haciendo ahorita en este ambiente de COVID, estamos utilizando todas las formas de internet o teléfono para poder hablar con la gente de distancia, y cuando califican utilizamos el teléfono para hablar y dejar a la gente saber cuándo vamos a estar en la casa para no tener mucho contacto con la familia durante el site visit, el visito de la construcción o el día de construcción.
So to Christine's question is, as Hector explained in Spanish, is if there's any cost to the homeowner for this solar program. There is not. The homeowner will not have to pay anything. We cover the cost. And then also with the COVID-19, we are doing everything we can to protect our homeowners and to protect staff. So applications, contracts, everything is done over the phone with the client, sent by DocuSign so they can sign through the computer. And the day of the installation or even the site visit before the installation, we'll advise them as to when our staff will go out. They'll go out and they're going to be having gloves and their masks for safety cautions, and just let the homeowner know they're there. They're going to do their job, and when they're done, they'll just let them know that they've finished. So no contact. So we don't want to hurt anybody. So everything will be really quick. And then the installation as well. The day of the installation, it'll just be construction staff that goes and does the install. They knock on the door, let them know they're there. They'll do the work. And then when they're finished, they'll knock on the door and let them know when they're done.
I have one more question. Not everybody in Arvin has access to computers. So do we have a backup plan in case they can't get an email and DocuSign and all of that, or they're, technically challenged? Do we have a backup plan? And if not, perhaps we should put together one so that we have the ability to help potential residents if they don't have access to a computer.
Christine está preguntando si la familia no tiene acceso a el internet, qué es lo que podemos hacer para asistirlos. Yo pienso que sería algo que podríamos con la ciudad para poder asistir en transferir las formas para ayudarles.
So what Hector just explained to Christine's question is with the help of maybe the city of Arvin, we can get the applications to the homeowners. If not, we can make a plan to get the application or the paperwork needed to the homeowner.
Okay, thank you. And we would definitely be able to help if someone found themselves in a situation. This program is designed to help our residents and to help reduce energy and to provide a program. And as stated in the presentation, it's completely grant funded through the state. It is a program that the city is working with Grid Alternatives to establish in Arvin and to help our residents so that they have an option for lower utility bills. And we will do our best to assist any resident who doesn't have access to a computer. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question. Oh, sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I'm a resident here from Arvin, and I am very interested in solar panels. My question is, would a homeowner that has their roof, like with the wood shingles, would they still qualify, or they would need to like redo their roof first in order for panels to be installed?
So I'll go ahead and answer that. English. So Elizabeth, if you have a shake roof, which is wood, we would not be able to install. So the roof would have to be changed first before we were able to install on a roof that has been repaired.
So, Berta respondió a la pregunta de Elizabeth si tiene un techo de madera que se llama shake, tuviera que arreglar el techo antes de poder instalar, y Berta dijo que sí, no podemos instalar en techos de madera que se llaman shake. Y también voy a decir que el proceso sería tratar de ver si el cliente está disponible a arreglar el techo, y entonces procesar la aplicación y ver qué tanto vamos a poder producir antes de que el cliente haga el costo de instalar un nuevo techo.
And another question. Do you guys go based on how much energy the home uses to install the number of panels? Or is there just like a limit?
No, we would request your usage for the last 12 months. If you've been in your home for 12 months, if you've been in there less than a year, then it would go off a square footage of the home.
So, preguntó que cómo identifican qué tantos paneles van a poner en el techo, y Berta respondió que es sobre el uso de 12 meses. Tomamos esa información y de ahí podemos diseñar el sistema para el techo.
Is there a limit of families or homes that you will be able to help with this program?
So, you want to answer that, Bertha?
So as of right now, we've been approved to do 3 projects in your area, but it doesn't mean that we're not going to help more families. So if they're interested, we would like them to call, because there might be more funding where we can help more family members.
And 3 projects, you mean only 3 homes?
3 homes, correct.
So, preguntaron si van a ser más de 3, si solamente van a ser 3 proyectos. I'm sorry, can you ask the question again?
Yeah, my question was, well, actually the question and the answer, Berta gave me the answer. The question was, is there a limit to how many homes or families you will be helping in Arvin? And what Berta said,
So
yeah.
Elizabeth estaba preguntando si hay un límite a cuántas casas vamos a hacer en Arvin, y la respuesta es que solamente ahorita vamos a hacer 3, pero no es que es todo lo que podemos hacer en el futuro. So si quisieras, por favor llámanos, vamos a tomar tu información y ponerte en una lista para poder obtener más fondos en el futuro. Yo pienso que la ciudad de Arvin está buscando a tratar de hallar más fondos.
Yes, I'm going to speak on behalf of, you know, my community. I'm a community organizer here in Arvin, and there is a huge need for programs like these. I know there's a lot of people that are coming door to door selling solar panels, and some of our farm workers, because of their bills being so high, their monthly bill being so high, they'll like purchase the panels and they end up like with the bill of like $30,000. And
Crazy.
and it's just terrible. And you know, and if we can do something for, you know, low income families, Arvin, you know, it would be great. And I am very interested. Like I, you know, said before, my monthly bill for the summer is like up to $800 a month. During
Wow.
the summer, it's horrible. It's $800, $700. So what I did this year, I just purchased those little window ACs, the small ones. So I won't turn on my AC because it's every summer it's $800, $700 a month. So you know, I still pay a lot. I pay like $240 a month, but it's not near close $800 a month. But I'm not the only one in this situation, and I am really interested. Only that my roof is a wood roof, so I would need to fix my roof first. But I will call this number and you know, give my information, and I can also help out in spreading the word. Once the residents know about this program, I'm sure a lot of them will be interested and they will want something like this.
So we recently, last week, we had a workshop on consumer protection. So you might want to look on, was it on Facebook?
I believe so.
You might want to look on Facebook for that workshop and the information in it. That is one of the things that both the city and Grid Alternatives is wanting to do, is inform the community of their rights so that they aren't being harmed when they're purchasing solar. So, una de las cosas que les estaba preguntando es que hay mucha gente en Irvine que recibe solicitudes de compañías de solar y en vez de ayudarles se quedan con un bill grande. Lo que le expliqué a Elizabeth es que la semana pasada tuvimos un workshop hablando de los derechos del consumidor cuando está comprando solar, y pueden preguntar a la ciudad de Irvine o ir al Facebook y buscar el workshop que tiene mucha información para explicar los derechos que todos tenemos cuando estamos comprando o obteniendo solar. I'm sorry, Bertha.
No, it's okay. And then Elizabeth, if you do call in, make sure you ask for a roof referral. We have several that we work with, programs that we can refer you to if you decide to change your roof.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you so much. That's awesome.
Elizabeth, before you go, PG&E has a lot of resources. There is the Energy Savings Assistance Program, which is a weatherization program that goes out to your home. I don't know which company out here or which organization does that in Bakersfield, but it's services that are free to you if you qualify. And what they do, they will weatherize your home with either new windows, new doors, seal the doors, attic insulation, water heaters, refrigerators that are Energy Star, washing machines, and even AC units. Anything to assist you in reducing your usage, so that way, when you do look at getting solar, you don't have to get such a big system. Okay. And
Thank
that,
you so much.
yeah, there's also federal funds that do that, which is LIWIP, and state funds, which is ESA. And I think we could probably get that information to the city, and I'm sure they'd be more than happy to have that information on their website for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for attending. And I know that there's a great need for this program, and we know the history in Arvin about solar companies coming in and, you know, and not helping the residents, but hurting them more. So we put together this program that's completely state funded so that we could start. And this program is meant to be in Arvin this year as a pilot program. So what that means is, if we have a lot of response to this program, then we're going to go out and try to find additional funding sources, additional grant applications, and collaborate with GRID to bring this to everybody in Arvin who will qualify and whose home is in an area that would qualify for, you know, the funding, and it will be absolutely free. So we're well aware of the need. It's just putting together this program this year. They had enough for 3 homes. So we're doing it to see what the response is, and then hopefully in the following year, we'll be able to go after additional funding sources. So it's very important that people respond now. And even if they don't, you know, meet the original 3 resident requirements, or we fill those positions and then the next 3 are not available, we will get everybody's name on a list so we can then go after additional funding and provide information that we have people and residents who want this program, and it would be very helpful. So thank you very much.
Hector, could you please summarize in Spanish about the energy efficiency and weatherization resources in Spanish, and just what Christine mentioned, please?
So, una de las cosas que le expliqué a Elizabeth es que el PG&E tiene servicios de climatización que pueden asistir a muchos de los residentes. Es un programa que PG&E ofrece sin ningún costo a la casa. Puede ser rentores o dueños de casa. Y lo que hacen es vienen y pueden arreglar las puertas, las ventanas. También tienen insulación para el ático, refrigeradores, aire acondicionados y ayuda para reducir su uso eléctrico. También la ciudad de Arvin está haciendo este programa de piloto de primera vez para poder ver qué tanta gente necesita estos recursos. Es solamente un test y están buscando para el próximo año poder tener más fondos para poder asistir más residentes en la ciudad de Arvin.
Any other questions?
No, just a comment. I'm glad what Hector, you know, and just mentioned about looking for to extend the program, because here in Arvin we have a lot of older home like houses, older buildings, and you know, and we would really appreciate, you know, programs like these to help us out and save energy. And I've been looking into solar panels for years, but they are way too much for me. I can't afford them. And my house is it's an older house. It's pretty big, and it's just too much money. What companies have, you know, offered me, they've been to my house, they try to hook me and convince me, and I tell them, no, that's way too much. That's no. It's more than what my house is worth. I always tell them,
Wow.
I tell them that. But yeah, so I'm glad for programs like these, and hopefully more residents, you know, can know about these programs.
Okay, with that, I think we're all done for the evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.